Alright folks, welcome back to the next installment of the OneSickTournament. Zepsless here, I'll be commentating tonight. Also with me will be Space Kraken.
Hello everybody.
Tonight we've got matched up Slumjob Millionaires versus, I believe it was mandatory sales requirement.
That's
Yes.
correct.
Alright, both very, very good teams as we've seen so far in the tournament play.
And we're already seeing bands coming out. Shen picked for the Slumjob Millionaires. You can see Kennen over for mandatory sales requirement. Blitzcrank and Vladimir. And Kale. I'm just waiting on the last band now. Lee Sen.
Yeah, they wanna limit their jungle over there. Looks like we've got two supports and a top band by the Millionaires.
Immediately pick for Cassiopeia mid. We got a Ari pick and Malphite.
Boy, they really shouldn't have let Bang have his favorite there. That is not going to go well for that Ari.
Yeah, Cassiopeia very strong. We saw last time with Rio mid with Cassiopeia doing an excellent job. I'm not going to get that pick this time though. We've got a Tarek. Mjorn usually playing support bottom, so let's see probably a Tarek bottom.
More than likely, let's see what Cosmo K here picks. Coming down to the wire for him a little bit. Maybe he's having problems making up his mind. Come on, there you go.
All right.
Would have been funnier if Cosmo K had picked Tarek because his name is Tarek. We got Shyvana and Draven over on the mandatory sales requirement side of the house.
Okay. What do you think? Do you think we're going to see a Malphite or a Shyvana up top?
Tough pick. Both are really good tops. Both are really good junglers. Also, a lot of ganks. A lot of ganks coming off of those jungles.
Neither one putting out the putting out the smite to. Oh no, here we go. Shyvana goes for smite, so it looks like we're going to have her jungle. And a Graves pick for bottom AD.
That's Peyton's favorite. If you've looked over his profile, you'll see that that's Peyton's favorite AD carry. Let's see what old Yakard picks.
Okay, we got a Maokai.
We do. Let's see, we're missing a support from the mandatory sales requirement side.
Here we go, Jonapic. Okay, so interesting here on Olaf, we're seeing a Ghost instead of a Flash. Any insight into that decision?
Ghost and Flash? I don't see anybody with Ghost and Flash. I got Ghost and Ignite.
Oh, no, I meant that he went for Ghost rather than Flash.
Oh, honestly, Olaf doesn't really need Flash because seriously, people need to escape from him, not the other way around. I mean, his ultimate Ragnarok keeps him from anything disabling him. You can't stun him, you can't slow him, you can't suppress him, you can't lock him down with anything while he's got Ragnarok activated.
Okay.
So all he needs is Ghost. If he's having a tough time of it, almost about to die, he can pop Ghost and Ragnarok and be out of there with no problems.
Mm-hmm.
With Flash, however, somebody with Ghost might actually be able to catch up to him and get a kill off of it. So it's a really, really good move.
Mm-hmm. That bottom lane's going to be pretty dangerous with Graves dishing out the damage like crazy and Tarek stun. That's going to be a definite possibility for some kills bottom lane.
I don't know. Janna's a pretty good counter for Tarek. If they pop that stun and try and move in for a kill, if Janna's got her ultimate, she can just push them away.
Okay, well, we've got the delay started.
Not really sure who they're. Not really sure who the support bottom's going to be. It's either going to be Draven or it's going to be Malphite.
Certainly some interesting picks. We'll see how they play it. What are you thinking so far from the picks? Who do you think has the upper hand? Cassiopeia, obviously, you said before, against Nari mid lane, and Cassiopeia is going to have the advantage there.
Cassiopeia's got the advantage mid lane. She's pretty much just going to run roughshod all over Ahri. There's so many skills that she has for zoning and controlling where you move and when. Looking like Olaf top there. Olaf top versus Malphite top. Olaf loses early in mid game. Late game, he'd be able to win. Olaf versus Draven. I've only played Draven a couple of times, and I've only seen him played successfully a few times, so I'm not really sure how good this summoner Kobu is with Draven. But unless they're a pro, if Draven's top, Draven's going to get rolled hard. Jungle. There's bonuses on both sides of the house for jungle here. I'd say that's a draw there. Maokai doesn't jungle anywhere near as fast as Shyvana because he, one, moves slower and doesn't have a fast travel AoE attack like Shyvana does when she's in her ultimate. So
Shyvana's going to be moving in for a lot of ganks, I would suspect.
yeah, after Shyvana gets that ultimate, I would expect to be seeing ganks left and right like they were going out of style. On the bottom lane, I'm really thinking we're gonna see Draven and Janna on the bottom lane there. So unless that Draven is really, really good, I don't see them winning bottom lane. So I don't see them winning mid or bottom at all with the lineup they've got, unless they just get ganks after ganks after ganks and get early kills off of that.
Okay, well, it looks like the Shyvana coming in jungle is going to have a big impact on how the lanes go, so we'll see, even though I have the pick advantage.
We got some shout-outs for Yakerd there, for Mr. Brandon Andrews out of the chat room here.
Nope. And real quick, if you have not favorited the channel yet, do it. We get more viewers that way. More publicity is always good, especially if you're participating. So go ahead and hit that follow button.
Wonderful. We've got a nice little video error here from League of Legends. Apparently there is a thing between XSplit and League of Legends where they're not playing so well together.
Yep, and that happened to me last time, and this time it actually loaded for me.
Don't worry, folks in the room. We'll have this fixed just as soon as I get past the loading screen.
I'll try to keep you informed on anything exciting.
Try that again.
Hang on, it looks like Zan for Team Mandatory Sales Requirement has not connected.
Okay, it's still doing it, folks.
Okay, I'm in game now.
clicked the wrong button. Hold on. Well, it looks like you're going to have to cast, and we're not gonna. Hold on. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him to kill it.
That right now the
Redo.
game is paused. All right, we're gonna regame.
Yeah, I'm gonna call a regame.
Okay. Okay, it looks like we had a late connect anyway, so we're probably better off that way. Restarting. Okay, well, I don't see any signs of them regaming yet, but I'm 3 minutes behind. Just to give everybody an idea of what they were doing at the beginning, we've got, let's see, we got purple heading all down mid, heading to the bushes, just north of mid lane. And blues heading down south. Looks like they're just hanging out, looking to defend their red buff. And doesn't look like we're gonna have an engagement, so
Nah, I'm trying to get a hold of a couple of the players in the game right now. I'm trying to get a regame.
yeah, I don't have any way to communicate with them.
I've got a couple of the millionaires on Skype, so let's see if I can't raise one of them and get them to pay attention.
Alright, well, sorry ladies and gentlemen for the technical difficulties. Not a lot we can do about that, but we'll get it back up and running as soon as possible.
Yes, indeed we will.
Well, it looks like mandatory sales requirements looking to steal blue buff. And here comes the Millionaires coming up to Wolf. We'll see if... Oh, there's only three of them. Okay, 3 on 3. They're trying to steal blue buff, but it looks like the... Oh, what? Will they get it? No, they did not get it. And
I'll be right
off.
back.
Okay. For bottom lane, it looks like mandatory salesman requirement didn't even get down to the lane in time. They're losing some CS there. We've got Malphite and Olaf just kind of pacing back and forth. No trading yet. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me on the stream. He might have muted it. I'll keep talking anyway, just in case you are. Okay. Oh, we got a little bit of an exchange with Malphite and Olaf. Trading a axe for the, I guess the Fisher attack that she's got there. Jonna for mandatory salesman requirement, throwing down a ward. Looks like Olaf's already taken some early damage. Malphite doing a good job of keeping the pressure on. Oh, Graves is going down quickly. Sorry, missed what was going on there. We were discussing the Draven pick, and well, already it's looking pretty strong. And Jonna gets stunned by Tarek, but it's down to half. I've got a ward in the bushes, keeping an eye on things. And already we can see the advantage for Cassiopeia. Ari is down pretty low, missing out on a little bit of CS from the pressure there. Okay, Draven's managed to push the creep wave all the way back. He flashes into the tower, but prematurely gets stunned right in range of the tower and goes down. First blood goes to Graves. Okay, what else we got going on here? Looks like Ari's trying to come in with a gank with help from Shyvana. Gets pushed back. Oh, here comes Maokai and takes down Ari. Already a dominating start for the Slumjob Millionaires. Shyvana holding off the middle lane, trying to hold off Cassiopeia while Ari's on her way back. It's going to hold up his jungling. Maokai's still going at it, so it's going to put Shyvana a little bit behind. Maybe if she can pick up enough CS from mid lane. Ari's back now. And, looks like Graves and Tarek have managed to stabilize bottom lane. They're pushing up to the tower. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if you can hear me. Actually, if you're on the stream right now and you can hear me, let me know, and I'll keep going. Okay. We're looks like we're trying to get a regame going, but not seeing anything yet.
No, they're not. They're not going to regame.
Okay, well,
Just keep commentating. I'm trying to.
see if you can reconnect. In the meantime,
I'm gonna spectate it. It's just this keeps popping up in the middle of the dual screen. I can't make it stop.
okay, looks like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna unplug my other screen.
Okay. Well, right now we've just got most of the lanes farming up, trying to get that CS in. Shyvana gets chased off there. I don't know what she was trying to do. Right now we're looking at, let's see, CS for both sides. Graves with 31, Draven with 34. So Draven out CSing the Graves pick. That's an interesting development. But Cassiopeia out CSing 36 to 26 against Ari. And already 2 kills for the Millionaire side. One for Cassiopeia, one for Graves. Cassiopeia picking up blue buff. Both teams doing a pretty good job of keeping wards up. Looks like we might have a gank attempt on Olaf, but he gets spotted by Maokai. Maokai coming in, taking on Malphite. Malphite's trying to get back to the tower. They're switching on to Shyvana. Shyvana making a run. Here comes Cassiopeia. Looks like they will make it back to the tower, though. No kills either side. Bottom lane, still trying to pick up that CS. Draven throwing up those axes and trying to catch him. Cooldown immediately refreshes if he catches him, so it seems to be doing a great job picking up CS for him. Very practiced. Oh, here we go. Shyvana going after Ari. Cassiopeia close behind, but Ari's going to get away. Malphite's pushed up against the tower, and Olaf's going to go back to buy items. Alrighty, we can see Cassiopeia's advantage. She's got 2 Doran's rings and boots versus Ari, who only has 1 ring. Bottom lane, we've got Graves with 2 Dorans versus Draven. Draven's got Doran's boots, and it looks like he's buying wards for his team. So.
Okay, folks, I think I've got the video back up and running proper now. Doesn't look like I missed very much. Just a couple of kills.
Yep, 2 kills, and it's just mostly laning.
So it looks like, yeah, Shyvana just gave Ari a blue.
Mm-hmm. But Cassiopeia already with her blue and pushing the tower. Just doing
Got some action going down on bottom. Draven getting beat up on. Here we have Maokai moving in for a gank and exhaust down.
Draven and Jonah both use their flashes. So small victory there, but doesn't look like they'll pick up a kill.
We got a gank. Well, we got a failed gank in mid there from Shyvana on Cassiopeia.
We're seeing lots of attempts from Shyvana, but not a lot of results. And Cassiopeia's moves right into it. Maybe Shyvana can pick up something here.
Not at all.
Oh, there we go. Maokai moving in.
Oh, we may see a Cassiopeia kill with that exhaust.
Okay, Shyvana coming in. Finishes it. Let's see if they can pick up. Yeah, no, Maokai's out. Says, sorry, couldn't help you there. I'm out. Later.
Okay, let's see how top's doing.
Well, it looks like Olaf's a little bit behind. Just like you predicted having a little bit of a hard time with Malphite, but not too far behind.
Yeah, I told you Olaf will have a rough early game, but as he moves into mid game and late game, he just gets stronger and stronger and stronger.
Right. It looks like bottom lane's pulled back to Vendor.
I mean, if you want to shut a Malphite down, you just buy a Last Whisper and take that Armor Pierce.
There you go. Words of wisdom. Too bad they can't hear it.
They should be able to hear it. The stream's going in live.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. I had my
no
microphone muted while I was trying to get the technical difficulties cleared up. I don't think they would have appreciated the language I was using.
Well, we do appreciate that. Got to keep the stream PG.
I ascribe to the computer repair philosophy of curse at it until it works.
Oh, it worked for the British in World War II. Why not with us?
We got Maokai moving in for a gank. Draven's overextended here. Let's see if it happens. Here we go.
Shield going up on Draven.
And he's
not enough.
dead. Melted. Absolutely melted.
They might be able to catch Janna here. That's unusual, seeing Janna chase down.
If we get a twisted advance off again, then yeah, they're going to catch Janna. Here it goes.
Shield goes up. Oh, she's not going to be able to make it out.
Didn't help. And Ari backing off wisely.
Yeah.
Wow. So I got a...
Looks like they're going for a dragon.
Yeah, they're pulling a dragon. Let's see if Purple's going to contest here.
Well, Ari's in position. Shyvana's on the way, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, no, Shyvana's ult is up. Dragon's down, though, so here comes the kills.
And they're going on to Tarek. Not the best move in the world. A little bit of damage on a Cassiopeia.
Not enough to matter.
Nope. Looks like Malphite wanted to come down and help, but by the time he was halfway there, it was already over, heading back to top lane.
Here we have Shyvana moving in for a gank. There's no ward for blue on top, so Olaf, though, is already going B, so...
And he's pushed the lane far enough, he feels comfortable getting back, getting some shopping done.
We got bottom lane pushed here. They're backing off. They want to keep that gravy train farm going.
That's right. It's really interesting watching Draven. Like, I haven't seen much of him either, so watching all this axe catching is pretty impressive, not gonna lie.
You just got to micromanage really, really well.
Yeah, you see a lot of it. My favorite game, StarCraft 2, micromanagement is a big deal. You know, you don't see near the intensity with all, but it looks like with that axe catching mechanic, he's got to stay on top of it.
No, there's no red there to steal, but we've got Shyvana moving in for a gank. May have just given herself away because Tarek was moving around then too. Definitely gave herself away right there.
Okay, well,
Ari moving in as well.
Doesn't look well. Okay, four there.
We're about to see a dive.
Here we go.
Here's the dive. There goes Payton. He's down.
Graves
dead. There goes Tarek.
Summoner heal goes off. Nobody's gonna die to towers, it looks like.
Maokai moving in to pick up a kill or two. Who's that Draven ult? One of the most annoying ults in the game.
Okay, we got Ari back mid lane. Top lane still duking it out. And it looks like they're... Actually, looks like Olaf's at 75 CS, and we got Malphite at 70. Pretty close there.
Got Shyvana feeding Ari another blue. Fair enough, though. Cassiopeia still has his blue. Just not a whole lot going on right now. Just a whole lot of farming. Lanes being pushed back and forth. It's like watching a yo-yo match.
Indeed. Well, if you've ever seen those professional yo-yo guys, they can pull some pretty sick stuff, but right now it looks like we're just walking the dog.
Okay, Shyvana's moving in for a gank. Here it comes. And there goes, see, there goes that Ragnarok and Ghost. I told you that combination would be devastating.
And they keep trying it, but Olaf gets away every time.
You can't slow him down. I mean, his move speed was above 500 right there. Ari continuing to farm mid. We've got Cassiopeia at 91 farm. Ari at 78 on mid. Bottom lane, we have Draven at 107 and Peyton at 91 farm. I'm a little shocked at that. Usually Peyton farms like nobody else I've ever seen.
Yep, now Draven's been doing an excellent job.
I don't know. Maybe
I'm not sure.
Maybe I was completely off base in my earlier estimations, and I didn't give mandatory sales requirement enough credit.
Well.
They're holding their own.
Stun going down. Shield goes up. Oh, we may have a Draven. Oh, Payne get healed there, and an ultimate from Janna.
Oh wow!
Watch out.
That was a good "I'm not gonna die" moment there. I'm really surprised that potion saved him.
Now, we've seen a pretty passive role from Maokai so far. I mean, yeah, coming down for a couple ganks, but it looks like he's getting a lot more jungling done. Mid turret goes down. They're going on Ari.
There goes Ari down. Let's see if they pick up Shyvana. Nah, they're not going to pick up Shyvana. She's going to make it back to the tower in time.
Just a little bit too beefy for that. Bottom lane, Tarek trying to hold off both Draven and Janna. Having a tough time of it.
Nope, tower's still up. Graves back in lane. That's a good job.
Good.
Catching every single one of those. I wonder how many practice games that Kobu had to play to master
quite a
that.
bit, I mentioned. Looks like Maokai and Cassiopeia are trying to take down mid tower. Not going to quite get it, waiting for the next creep wave, and if Ari should be back in time, maybe.
No, not going to make it back in time. Mid tower's gone.
Well, that just evens it up 1-1.
We're still looking at a 3K gold advantage for Slumjob Millionaires.
It's a good advantage, but it's definitely not a game ender. We'll see what happens.
A little bit late on the stun there from Tarek, but whatever. It's got a quick cooldown.
Maybe it's just to demoralize him. And a little bit of action. Malphite trying to go after Olaf. Olaf gets away. Not a big deal. Just a little trade there. Ari's going into the jungle looking for a gank bottom lane, it looks like. Cassiopeia's on her way, though. This could be a good counter gank. Oh. Ward, I think Ward just barely sees Ari leave.
Ari was checking Dragon. Warding Dragon. Looks like, yeah, they're going for Dragon right now.
Okay. Well, there's plenty of champions in position to stop that. We'll see if they notice.
They're taking out their wards now.
Yeah.
Cassiopeia might steal this Dragon.
She's looking at it.
Nope.
No, purple gets it. Well, mandatory sales requirement, kind of poking around, but they're not going to pick up any kills. And everybody's going back to lane. Okay, picking up red buff.
Olaf assaulting the top tower here. Malphite on his way back up. Let's see if Olaf makes it out.
Ari's coming with them. It,
Here goes that ghost. There
okay.
goes Ragnarok.
Here comes Ari.
You can't even charm him when he's got Ragnarok on. That charm spell, that little pink floating heart from Ari, that hit him dead on.
Yeah. Ari goes, hey there, big boy. And Olaf says, no thank you. I need to hit more things with my axe. Oh, bottom lane. Big kill.
Oh,
Jana dropped
it.
the ult, but a little bit too late. And it looks like they're gonna go for a bottom lane tower kill.
Yeah, they're gonna try for it, and Jana's gonna let him have it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Shyvana's going to pick up blue. Probably more just to deny it from anybody over here. So it's a 4K gold disadvantage for mandatory sales requirement now.
Cassiopeia at 134 CS, Ari at 108.
We got Draven at 146 and Graves at 127.
Seems like
and Malphite equal.
It seems like Graves has managed to catch up a little bit. He's still behind though.
Yeah, he's still 19 behind, but that's not so far that you can't catch up in just a couple of waves. We have Ari zoning out, being zoned out by Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia is making sure that she can only stay on that left side there.
Shyvana's going to come up and help up with the top lane while Malphite goes back. Take a look at a new handbag, maybe a pair of heels.
Peyton clearing out the jungle here. We got Olaf wailing.
Oh, there's a big
Shyvana.
collection mid lane. Let's see, they might be going for a gank on Ari, or they might be going top. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, we're going to have a fight over here. Maokai needs to be careful. He's getting cut off of the rest. And here we go. We got an engagement.
Draven's down. We're trying to see, it's a very, very good strategic move by Slumjob there. They ignored the tank completely and solely focused on the carry they could get a hold of, and that's the way you want to play. Is you want to take down the carry first before you take out the support or tank.
Yeah, while they're waiting for him to respawn, they've got a definite advantage. Looks like they're going to use that to push down top tower. There's going to be a fight here, though, maybe.
No. There's no fight there. They know better. Mandatory sales requirement is experienced enough not to engage an undesirable team fight unless they absolutely have to.
Okay, well, they're sticking together now. They've
See,
Slumjob's
trying to force this team fight while they've got the advantage. They're trying to take more of them down here.
Tarek's coming in. He's going to get the stun off on Ari. Ari's going down.
Right for that carry every time. That's the way you want to run it, is head straight for that carry and melt them down.
Malphite had to use his flashes back in, knocking people into the air. Cassiopeia.
We got Draven picking up the Olaf.
Yeah, looks like they're going on Cassiopeia now. Draven almost goes down, has to flash back. And they're going to have to sit on this tower and hope that they don't dive him, but it's low health Draven and Malphite. It's kind of tempting. Nope, they're going to go ahead and head back. We'll see if they pick up this tower with the next creep wave. While this is going on, bottom lane, creep wave is pushing its way all the way to the tower on its own. Might get some damage off on that.
They should, because they got... Nah, Shyvana's going to go clean up top, or... Yeah, she's going to go clean up top. She's moving down lane right now.
Yeah, everybody going back, buying some items.
Let's see what we got item-wise. Let's see here. Trip Dorans, Source Boots. What are you called again? Hextech Revolver and a needlessly big large rod for Cassiopeia. Yeah, Cassiopeia is definitely stacked up more on AP than his counterpart Ari is. Ari's got everything that Cassiopeia has, except instead of triple Doran's rings...
Oh, we may have an Ari kill right here. Here they go. Ari tries to flash, tries to jump away. Oh, just barely gets out.
How much life does she have left?
Oh, just
she had less than 20.
Oh, man.
That was a really good escape.
Well, yeah, Ari with that ultimate definitely able to escape from those scary situations.
We may be seeing a Baron attempt here in a few. We've got Tarek with his oracles on, looking around for wards. Made
There's a couple wards in the triangle bush up above, but they approach from the south. I don't think Slumjob Millionaires is going to have a clue. We got Olaf checking, and he throws down a ward. Good call. They're going for Dragon instead.
They need the money bad. They're 5k behind.
Cassiopeia trying to steal that, but just a little bit late there. Well, let's see where they're going next. Looks like they want to go towards Baron.
Hey, Space Kraken, do you have the stream channel open right now?
I do.
Did I remember to take the ad off?
Let's, no, I'm seeing video. You're good.
Okay, good. I couldn't remember if I took the ad off of the stream or not. We got a great big team fight here in Mid River. Maokai's down, Shyvana's down, Draven's down.
Olaf's going after Ari. We'll see if he can get her. No, Olaf's going to go down. No. Oh, just barely. Olaf gets away.
No, triple kill, two for three. That's especially when you're this far ahead.
Yeah, every gold counts.
Indeed, though, I will say this much: Slumjob's worth a whole lot more dead now than Mandatory is.
Sure.
Mandatory, some of them have been killed often enough that they're not worth very much on a kill at the moment, which is actually kind of a good thing for them.
Yeah.
They're getting rolled a little bit on kills and towers here.
Yeah.
So being worth less money means that their late game is going to be improved a bit more because they've got a little bit more AP availability than Slumjob does. Ari's pure AP, Malphite's got an AP skill or two, Shyvana's got a couple of AP skills, Janna's almost purely AP, Draven, I think Draven's purely AD, I can't remember. Like I said, I've only played Draven a couple of times, so I don't have a whole lot of information about him.
Oh. Well, looks like Ari was trying to pick up blue buff solo. It wasn't going so well. Johnny comes by, drops a shield to help out. Oh, I've spotted Malphite in the center, but he's gonna pull back to his side before it gets ganked.
Looks like they're trying to group up for a Baron push here on Slumjob's side.
Now that's not gonna go well. They're sitting right on top of a ward. They're definitely tipped off to it.
I see a blue ward. I do not see a purple. Okay, purple ward inside Baron. I see that.
Let's see what they do. Are they gonna? No, they're just gonna use oracles to take down that ward and pull back. Probably come back later.
And they're using that sapling there as an extra little ward.
Gotta love those little saplings. Not only are they useful, but they make adorable sounds.
Let's see. We may have a team fight here right in front of Baron.
Oh, here we go.
Shyvana's down. Maokai's down.
And
Tarek's
Graves is
down.
throwing out some sick damage.
Olaf's down. That's a wash for them. Ari's down. Graves may get taken down. No, they decided to leave off him. But we've still got Cassiopeia over here. Okay, Cassiopeia can't see him right now. He's got no idea where they are. So she's walking into a really bad situation here.
See if he's going to throw down the slow. Okay, he gets it off, but not enough people in range. He's going to back off. Cassiopeia is just going to try to whittle away. Looks like most of Slumjob Millionaires is back in the game. So picking up some kills there. You see the gold difference there, reduced to 5k. That's good. Like you said, there's an additional gold from the kills. And they're going to go for Baron again. No wards this time, but the entire team is headed that way. And
Yeah, they are.
Baron down to half health. Let's see if they can finish him off.
They're moving in. See if they can kill it before they get destroyed.
Okay,
Here we
Blue
go.
team picks up Barons. Barons for this fight's going to be very influential.
Malphite down.
Looks like Graves survives.
Draven down.
Cassiopeia
Shyvana down.
Oh, wow. That was much more one-sided. Baron buff, obviously making the difference in that team fight.
Makes a huge, huge difference. Let's just inspect what a Baron buff is, shall we? Health, mana regeneration improved, increased attack damage and ability power. That's 4 buffs rolled into one. And
Yeah,
I think it's on a 5-minute timer for the buff itself.
4 minutes for the buff, if I'm not
4
mistaken.
minutes?
And they're going to use that 4 minutes to just dominate. They're moving in on the mid tower. I don't think Ari and John are going to be able to contest this too much.
No, they're not. They've already backed off. Tower's down. Here comes the
An
inhibitor in 3, 2, 1.
And then they stop
Down.
attacking just to prove you wrong. No? Oh, well, they killed it.
Well, joke's on them. I know how to control the meter and cadence of my voice.
Excellent.
Alright, all 5 of mandatory cells requirement back up. Chasing hard after them. Everybody from Slumjob gets away. They're going to go down here and pick up Dragon.
They're doing an excellent job capitalizing on, you know, their opportunities. They've picked up, I think they picked up all the dragon kills in this game so far, right?
No, mandatory cells requirement has picked up 1 or 2.
Okay. Throwing down some wards.
I gotta say this right now. You can tell that mandatory sales requirement is a little perturbed because they were pushing after them pretty hard there. I mean, they've still got Baron buffs, so by all respects, mandatory sales requirement should have just let them wander off and get out of the way so they can go back to doing some farming while they wait for the next push.
Now, if you're going to do a Baron team, you know, if you're going to contest that, you have to do it while Baron's still alive, because that Baron damage, it dishes out. But if you go after and that buff's up, I mean, you know, you're just asking to get killed.
Let's take a look at our AD carry items here. We've got Graves with Berserk Greaves. It's a little bit of attack speed, a little bit of damage. We got a Phantom Dancer, which is attack speed and critical chance. Double Doran's Blades for attack damage and lifesteal, and we've got a Whomping Infinity Edge and a Vampiric Scepter. So he's stacking attack speed, attack damage, and critical strike chance, as well as critical strike damage, because that's a great buff off of the Infinity Edge, bumping you from 200 to 250%.
Mm-hmm. Now on the other end here for Draven, we've got Doran's Mercury Treads for a little bit of magic resistance, Infinity Edge, and Vampiric Scepter, and a Phage. Looking to get a little bit of slow off of the attacks there.
Alright, they're pushing right back up mandatory sales requirements mid here.
Okay, we'll see how this goes. This could end the game if the engagement goes poorly.
And I'm just captivated by this Draven catching every single axe.
It looks like they're transitioned to top lane, looking to take down the turret there, but moving to defend immediately.
Yeah, Mandatory's already in position to defend.
Okay, Jana's... Oh, an initiate from Malphite. They're going in. Who's going to go down first?
Malphite's down. No, Shyvana's down. Tarek picks up a kill.
Oh, they're going to take down Draven.
They lost Graves. No, they didn't. Graves got that kill. Wow, Brain, work with me today, not against me.
Well, 2 kills down. They didn't get the tower, but that's fine, because they're coming back in. Probably going to wait for the next group wave, or they may go back down to mid. We'll see.
Nope, they're pushing right for this creep wave in this tower, and they're going to take it right now.
And that's the right call. They pulled back to their base.
They should have stayed there, a couple of them, just to keep an eye out.
Now, no wards in the area. It's really difficult to tell where they're going to go next. I mean, honestly, all lanes are open now. They could even go bottom if they wanted to.
Well, if mandatory sales requirement was smart, they would push right now because everybody on the Millionaires just went B.
Yeah, we'll see if they notice. They may still be a little bit gun shy.
Be really, really good of them to. It would be a great move of theirs to push this mid lane back as far as they can while they've got the chance.
Oh,
And
be nice.
they're not doing it. They're these guys. I think they've lost it. I think the match is over for them now. I think they realize that.
Yeah, well, here comes.
That's a tough feeling.
Yeah, Slumjob Millionaires moving back up mid lane, and this may end it right here.
It's a possibility. They're looking to push to win as they want to get this round over. They know that if they let this run into the 45, 50, 60 minute range here, that mandatory sales requirement, especially that Draven, are going to be able to hammer them a little bit even harder.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is the winners semifinals, and they definitely want to win here.
Initiate by Malphite. Backs off. Everybody just kind of backing off from that there.
Okay, here we go. Got to initiate for Shyvana. Malphite moving in. Graves down to half, but he backs off, and he's doing some good damage.
We've got Ahri, Malphite, and Shyvana down, so that's, every single tank that they've got on their team. There goes the inhibitor.
And with the super creeps that are coming in, this is going to be dead towers here.
Yeah, here's the push to win. Tower 1 down, Tower 2 down in about 2 more seconds. And here's that Nexus going down. It's at half. Over.
And GG, Slumjob Millionaires takes it.
That is GG.
Excellent game.
Alright, and to our viewers, I apologize profusely for the video problems that we had earlier. We'll get that worked out before the very next match.
Alright, well, thank you for joining us once again. If you haven't followed the stream yet, go ahead and do it. Check out our website at OneSickGaming.com. We've got a forum there. I don't think anybody's used it yet, but go ahead and hop on. Tell us what you think. Comments on the streams, teams, games, anything like that. We'd love to hear from you.
And again, the website address is www.onesickgaming.com. You can still visit www.onesicktournament.com, but it routes to OneSickGaming now. Twitter, you can reach the tournament at LOL_OST. And the stream site is twitch.tv/OneSickTournament. This is Epsilus and Space Cracking. We're going to go ahead and end the stream here. You folks have a great night, and thank you for watching.